Hello, YouTube. Happy 2026, everybody. We made it. Apologies again for not streaming on Friday, but I think it was the right call. We didn't end up losing power, but it was still pretty sketchy, so... nobody fear. You are first. Orifio's here. Good to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well. Epsilon's here. We have Blue Mail again. Happy New Year to you. I'm going to play with my Joy-Cons today instead of my Pro Controller. I noticed in the VOD that, I noticed in the VODs that the controller's pretty loud. Like the mic picked it up a lot, so Joy-Cons are quieter, so we'll see. So we finished our second Divine Beast. We now have Mipha's Grace, which is very nice. I hemmed and hawed between going to... So we have two Divine Beasts left. We have one up here in Eldon. And we have one down here in the Gerudo Desert. And we're going to go to the desert first. As much as I don't like dealing with the desert, it is, Urbosa's ability is just far more useful. That is Vampus here. Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy 2026, friend. Wild thumbnail and title. Hey, listen. Both are accurate. There's no inflation. I love me, Mommy Urbosa. But I figured I'd mix it up today to see if that would entice the algorithm to pick up a couple more viewers. So we'll see. Been doing Skull Cavern runs. How's that going? You getting a lot of iridium? I guess we more or less want to go that way. I don't think there's much of anything that I want to actually do on the plateau. There might be a few Korok seeds, etc., but... Raph is here. Good to see you. Good to see you. Last year went by so fast. Yes and no. 25 was a weird year. I am just really optimistic about 2026. I'm going into 2026 in a far better headspace than I went into 25. And I know today's only the 4th, but so far it's off to a better start. Let's see. Okay, so there's Hylia. I don't know. Maybe we just go across the bridge. We go to Farron and grab that tower. And then head west. Yes, lucky rings are OP. So usually, like, there's a few different builds that people do with rings. Because you can combine rings, right? And combined effects, depending on how you do it, can and will stack. So me personally, for my 2 rings, I do a lucky ring with an iridium band. Just because you get like a ton of benefits from the iridium band, right? We should probably see if we can upgrade any more armor soon. Actually, maybe we get to this tower and then we just go quickly see. Oop, I don't want that. Let me go quickly see if we can do any upgrades. So I do a Lucky with an Iridium, and then I like just having Slime Charmer. To me, it's just too convenient to not have to worry about slimes. We are starting off with a bang. I know exactly what you're talking about. I encourage freedom of speech. We generally avoid talking about politics. But yeah, it's not great. Is there a... Yeah, I was going to say, usually if there is a pile of rocks on a bridge, it means the game wants you to do some throwing. Can we make that? It didn't even look like the rock despawned. Oh crap. Okay, we're okay. If I was smart, I would have made an ice block down here. There are several Koroks on the bridge here. Oh, I hear Feroce too. Yeah, there's just like so much that I want to do this year. I'm really hoping I can make some of it happen. Jimbo, good to see you. So you've been commenting a lot lately. Appreciate you helping my algorithm, brother. Alright, I'm gonna stop trying that. I know that there's like 3 or 4 more Koroks under the bridge. But honestly, with my limited stamina, I kind of don't care. I do want a Feroce part, though. Can we hit him? I don't know what part I want. Probably a horn, but... like, honestly, I'll take anything. I hate not having stamina. Okay, I think we hit it. We might have gotten a claw from that. We are going to go grab this. Blacklisted. Good to see you, good to see you. Hello, hello. Yeah, like napalms are good. A lot of people do the Java rings. Oh, just to scale. No, I appreciate it. Your understanding. Nobody. Like, you understand I'm not trying to stifle your communication or expression. But the world is just so... I'm not saying I want you guys to come on to my channel and, like, ignore all of life's problems. But, like, the focus is definitely more of just, like, general positivity, helping each other out, creating a safe space, you know. I haven't gone on a trip in a long time. Yeah, that's exactly it. Nobody. That's the goal. I guess one of the goals. course, it's raining. Let's do this. Yeah, pretty much everybody is back to work tomorrow or back to school tomorrow. The breaks are over. I'm gonna be honest, I almost want to go back to Hatino and trade a few of my hearts for stamina. You know, if we could at least have 2 wheels, that makes such a big difference. But yeah, like this year, I want to keep diversifying my content. The goal of 100,000 subscribers is still there, but not one that I expect to reach this year. I mean, unless something big happens, some kind of major change. I think I'm going to start working on my next Gaming with Grief video soon. This will be the 10th in the series. It will be my biggest one to date, no doubt. I just want my boss to say we can chill for another week. I think that's what everybody wants. Stortsy's here. Good to see you, Allie. Hope you're doing well. Rehearsal all week. You're gonna have a busy week. You're going on a ski trip. Downhill or cross country? Okay, so we're actually going... So we don't want Farron, right? Is that the Gerudo Tower? It must be. We're gonna head in that general direction. Okay. Expedition 33. I might play it. I think it would be fitting, theme-wise. I have not said what the next Gaming with Grief game is going to be. I've decided. I don't think I'm going to say anything, though. Because, like, the Gaming with Grief videos take so long to make. It's so much work to make those videos. And so, like, realistically, my goal is to have it done by the end of February. So, like, I guess I don't want to put too much stake in anything this early. You know, I don't want to hype something up that is nothing more than an idea at this point. I haven't even started writing the script, so... I did skiing as a kid. We went downhill skiing. We don't have, like, giant mountains here in Michigan. But I mean, you know, enough to ski on. But I haven't done it in a long time. I don't intend on skiing ever again. I'm too old now. Any thoughts on doing a Minecraft stream at some point? I already have, nobody. My son and I stream Minecraft. Well, it wasn't that long ago, a couple months ago. Koi's here, good to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well. Sincerely, I hope you're doing well. Oh, yeah, I suppose you do, Rufio. We used to go ski the Porkies a lot. Okay, there is a Lionel down here. Was that him right there? No, that's just a horse. I think Ganon's horse is down here. Maybe that's Ganon's horse. I know that there are 2 Lionels in this valley. I actually don't really care about them, I guess. Yeah, that's Ganon's horse for sure. Which I'm not going to bother with. I don't have the stamina. But it is cool to see. But yeah, the Minecraft was pretty chill. Hadn't played Minecraft in a long time. And I don't play much Minecraft on PC, which is what we did. So it was kind of a nice way to like acclimate to playing with mouse and key. Alright, let's deal with these guys first. There. Of course, more stall enemies show up. Ganon does have a horse. New Year's was uneventful for me. I don't think I made it till midnight. Not that I ever really try. Shovel Knight. Great choice. I love me some Shovel Knight.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Alright, this is going to be an easy one. What a pain. Best to just sit and wait. Worm span, never heard of it. Shovel Knight and Celeste are both really good. When you start talking about like the resurgence of platformers, indie platformers, like those are 2 of the best. And especially for us older guys, there's so much clear inspiration from like the games of my childhood. You know, like Shovel Knight was one of the best like NES feeling games. I think it's so cute that Link just like gives them uppies. And like that's how you win the fight. You'd probably really like UFO 50, Matt. I've never heard of that, bro. Maybe I'll have to take a look. I love Celeste, but I think people overhype its difficulty a bit too much. I don't. I don't think the difficulty's overhyped. Because, okay, I think to your point, it's a different kind of difficulty. To me, I do think that Celeste is a difficult game. I think that there is a barrier to a lot of inexperienced platform players, right? And I think that's what, like, When people say it's difficult, that's really what they mean. It's not that easy for like inexperienced platform players to pick up. But if you've cut your teeth on, you know, other difficult platformers, if you've played things like Shinobi, you've played The Messenger, you've played Lost Levels. The thing about Celeste is that it's a lot of repetitiveness. It's a lot of just like building muscle memory. And the game encourages you to do that. It's set up in that way so like when you die, when you fail, you know, within 2 seconds you're back and you can try again. And so like it's really good at maintaining game flow. Now that said, the last 2 levels are in a league of their own. But to just get through the main game, you have to dedicate some time to it, but I mean, you watch people speedrun it, and it's like, okay, well, there's probably worse games to speedrun than this. I don't think that there's a large degree of like RNG. There's not a lot of that artificial difficulty. Everything is very fair and organic. Oh, you went on a date? Spilled the tea. Stortsy as Riz? They were super nice. Cool. Happy for you, friend. I don't want to deal with any of these dudes. Got to get a start on your day. Well, thanks for spending a few minutes with this Blacklisted. It was good to see you. Have a good Sunday, dude. Yeah, the farewell section was just insane. I don't know if you watched, because I streamed Celeste too. And actually, that part I did with my son. Boy, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I got turned around. I think I actually want to be on this path. Do we go down Dig Dog and then like this way? I think the tower's up here, maybe. Nissan, hello. Good morning to you, friend. How many orbs do we have? 2? I hate to say it, but we should find some shrines. I'm also going to need 10,000 rupees to unlock the final fairy fountain, which honestly we don't have to do, but I'd like to. Alright, so can we cut through there? Honestly, not sure. Korok? Korok. Oh my god, it's Bean? It's been 80 years. Good to see you, dude. I guess we're gonna go this way. All I gotta say, chat, is thank Yoba for Rivali's Gale. Might be able to just climb up this one. Magumpo Bros here. So good to see you. Hope you're doing okay. Things are okay here. Minus the rain starting back up just as I was climbing that. That's kind of unfair, but... what do I want to break this with? I don't have any more hammers, do I? I'll just use our very disposable Master Sword. See, and then the rain stops again. Cooper Kid. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I am doing alright, dude. How are you? I kind of thought those were ice choo-choos, but... It's totally okay, Bean. There's never any obligation, dude. You know that. Just good to see you. It sounds like maybe you're still figuring it out, Jimbo, and you know what? That's okay. I think that gender and sexual orientation are more of a spectrum. I don't think it's analog. And I think it kind of changes throughout one's life. Just be true to yourself. You'll figure it out. You are doing fine. Well, I'm happy to hear that you're doing fine. Welcome, welcome. Epsilon, yes. I only died twice so far. We have only seen that game over screen twice. And it was pretty early. Which, I mean, happens. A lot of it is just early game over confidence. You know. Alright, do I want to keep going this way, or do I want to try to... I kind of think we want to ascend? Well, maybe not. Oh yeah, I'm cutting into this other region. Alright, we're going up. Do I know glitches? I know of some glitches. Whether they be major or minor, but I don't intend to exploit glitches. I am not a speedrunner. I'm not an expert gamer. I'm very casual. This is more of like a chill kind of stream. You won't see too much god gaming on this channel. It's more of just, come hang out. Let's chat. Tell me what's going on. I'm going to play Zelda while we chat, if you don't mind. I will say that lately, guys, Rufio got me into... Me and him and Josh started playing... I was talking about this last stream, but we started playing this game called Grounded. Which is... it's a survival sandbox-ish. Adventure game, I guess you'd call it. It's like a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids kind of thing. It's pretty cool. I usually don't really like survival games, truthfully. But I'm starting to think that between Grounded and The Long Dark, I might be coming around to the genre. Big Smokies. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Not gonna lie, this new year kind of scares me. What's scary about it? You beat one shot last night, Bean? Righteous. How'd you like it? Van, I see you. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I might want to go down into this valley. I know that, like, this is the path into Gerudo. And I know that there's a stable down in the valley here somewhere. I think it's further down. But it's one of those stables that, like, we definitely want to have. A Valheim playthrough will seal the deal. We'll see, bro. I still got it in my cart. I should buy it today. Okay, I'm 90% certain that there's a Korok in this. By 90%, I mean 100%. Is he on the other side? Can I stand here? Mentally and financially. Seems like no matter what you did last year, it was always above water. I get it. Same. On both fronts. 2025 was not the best mental health year, and I spent a lot of money. But I'm really hoping that 26 is a better year for all of us, including you, Smokey. I'm confident it will be. I will not be 100%ing this, no. I do not intend to do all shrines. Definitely don't intend to do all Korok seeds. I've never done that. And this is probably my 3rd or 4th playthrough. No, this is pretty casual, Coop. A lot of people just haven't seen this, haven't played it. So I did a poll, and this was the Zelda game that was chosen. So really the only goal is to do all 4 of the Divine Beasts and then go finish the game. I will probably go do all the memories too, just to get the quote-unquote true ending. But that's about it. Alright, is the shrine up here? I think it is. Ooh. I see you, treasure chest. Oh. That's not a bad weapon. I don't think I want it. Nah. I think the shrine is up here. I played video games in the basement. I mean, it sounds so sad when you put it like that, but I mean, it's factually correct. I don't care for these kinds of shrines. Went out for supper on Christmas and died on New Year's. What does that mean? Because clearly you didn't. My holidays were not great, admittedly. Christmas was especially hard, Bean. Christmas Eve was rough, brother. But I got through it. New Year's was unremarkable. I didn't do anything. But so far, the new year has been treating me better. Just mentally. No, that's alright, dude. I appreciate it, though. That's just how it be. No, I mean, I think, especially, like, from what I've seen, Rufio, like, you have the optimal setup. Like, in my new house, my office will be, like, adjacent to my bedroom. Which right now I'm planning to have upstairs, but I'm not 100% committed to that. This is the easy electric puzzle, at least. Oh, that worked? Okay. That for sure I was gonna have to move the chains too, but whatever. I have never watched Stranger Things ever. Looks too bizarre for my taste. Jazz June. Happy New Year's, man. Sending love. Oh, love back to you, friend. Appreciate that. I know we're only 4 days into 2026, but I hope it's treating you well. Okay. Sirius is here. Good to see you. Hey, dude, don't worry about it. There's no expectation or commitment. It's just good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Alright, I know there is a quest here. There's a dude who wants a bunch of rush rooms. I think he wants like 50. Some ridiculous number. But honestly, we don't care. Same with this guy. He wants us to go back and like save his friends who are up on the scaffolding. Unless they're shrine quests, I kind of really don't care. You're just waking up. It's 9 in Cali. Oh, you're in Cali. Righteous. I have never been to your great state. I've never been that far west. We want hydromelons for sure. We're going to need some of these. Alright, let's get to the bazaar. I think the furthest west I've actually been in the country is probably Texas. Oh, there's that shrine there. Maybe we just go grab that. Let's go grab that. That makes 4. Yeah, so I'm in Eastern time here, though, in Michigan. What's your weather like there, June? Now, when I say I've never seen it, like, I've seen bits and pieces of it, Rufio. I don't know, it just... Again, doesn't look like my thing. But again, like, I don't watch, like, hardly any TV or movies ever, guys. Like, for real. Like, I would much rather be writing, editing, creating, or playing a game. That's how I prefer to use my time. "61 degrees. We've been averaging like 15 to 20 here. What did I think of One Shot? I love One Shot very much. It is a truly unique gaming experience. It is unlike anything I've ever played. This is the electric shrine that I hate. This is the annoying one. By the way, my ultimate Chrono Trigger walkthrough book has arrived. It has everything. Sketches, art, story dev, different versions of the game, righteous. Chrono Trigger is a crown jewel of the SNES library. One of the best JRPGs ever. A lot of people put it in like their top 3 SNES games, and I completely understand why. I would probably put it in my top 10, but not top 3. Breaking Bad was really good. Brother, you got to get a California burrito, hold the sour cream. Isn't this the way to go? I know I'm not doing this right. Or maybe I am. I don't think I am. I don't think that's what I was supposed to do, but... hey, if it works... I don't even care about that chest. Alright, remind me not to step on that. Your number 1 RPG? I don't even think it's my number 1 SNES RPG. Like, I might have to give that to Super Mario RPG. But that's largely because, like, that's the first RPG I ever played, ever. So there is definitely a nostalgia factor. I feel like I'm doing this shrine in a way wrong way. Like, what does that switch do? I don't know what I'm doing. It was an amber piece. It's crazy that you know that. Mario RPG's your number 2? Alright. Fair. We just exchange a firm handshake. Wait, what did that do? Looks like that's what I want. Pizza time. Oh, pizza sounds nice. I know there's a chest there too, but again, I don't care. Top 3 SNES games. Chrono Trigger, SMRPG, Yoshi's Island. Interesting. I'd have to really think about what my top 3 SNES games of all time are. Link to the Past is number 1. It is my favorite game of all time. Number 1 of all time. Mario RPG might be on that list. I think Mega Man X2 is probably on that list. Super Metroid is a contender. Super Mario World is a contender. I don't know, I'd have to really think about that. Sinful Scooby, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I should have tried to get that sand seal, but whatever. Oh, I want to go here. There's the Divine Beast. Going for a walk. You'll have a good day. Enjoy your walk in your nice California weather. I will not be going for a walk today. Silver Fox. Hello, hello. Bean. Oh yeah, how do you know the voice actor of Zelda? Trish and I were born and raised in the same small town in Michigan. She is one of 4 girls, so she has 3 sisters, and her younger sister graduated with me, and Rufio. We're all the same age. So we went to schools together. So I've known her since I was a little kid. And, yeah, I just got super lucky. I hit her up and asked her if she would be interested and if her schedule was free. And she's a beautiful soul and said yes to both. And the rest is history. But yeah, she's good people. Really wish I had a DS to play the DS version of Chrono Trigger. Is it better than SNES? Okay, I know that she wants to go to Terrytown. I thought maybe there was a shrine near the bazaar here, but I guess there isn't. But I know up here is where we get Link's silly armor. Although I know I have to do something first. Like I think I have to go to the Gerudo village first, and they're not going to let me in because they don't let men in. They don't let Vos in. So Link has to do a wee bit of cross-dressing to get in. Luckily, he's pretty enough in this game that it works. But yeah, the person who sells us the armor is actually going to be here. So I think we just press. Sirius with the membership. Welcome to the Love Yourself family. Thank you so much for the support, dude. Enjoy your perks. You get a badge. You get custom emotes. You get member shoutouts and early access to certain videos. So thank you for the support. I didn't get the tower here. So I think once we have the armor, we're going to go do the tower first. before I actually go try to do any intended story progression. Renewed your membership? It's all good, dude. There's no obligation. Every little bit of support helps and is very appreciated, so thank you. The OG Final Fantasy VII. A quintessential JRPG classic. Probably my second favorite in the series. We're just going to take the heat damage. Probably my second favorite in the series. I probably only played like half of the Final Fantasies now that I think about it, but 6 is my favorite. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII was on the PS1. Here's the creepy guy who has a crush on Link and ends up giving us the sand boots. So I am going to talk to him. It's not spying, it's research. Alright, we got the quest started. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with 7. I would say, like, if you want to find out if you like Final Fantasy, play 6 or 7. This is the Electric Shrine I really hate. Let's see. So we'll do that one there. That one there. We're just gonna cheese this. It ain't easy being cheesy, chat. This will give us another barrel. 6, 7, that's right, boys. Banned. Okay, I think this one I can just do with the spear. No, don't throw your sword. It's funny in like an ironic, we're getting too old kind of way, Rufio. I do like me some Thunderblades, but we already have one, so I'm not too worried about keeping that. But now we got to do this side. We'll put the block there. That can go there. I'm just gonna scoot that over there. Yeah, we already have one Thunderblade, so as much as I hate to give up a Thunderblade. 67 will never beat 69. You're right, Bean. Let's do that there. Ooh. I gotta do there. We want to do this one first, though, right? There's another box in here. Yeah. This one will go... there. I'll put this one back here. We'll call that a day. Phew. Yes, our great meme reset. I don't know if I have a favorite classic meme. It all just makes me feel old now, which I am. I think Rufio and I joke about the two fat pigs. The brother, can you spare some oats? That one is beloved. I don't think I actually have to do anything here to trigger this. I know that these kind ladies are going to tell me to F off. You're a vo. But, alright, now we can skadoodle back to the bazaar. I'm going to try and do a sneak. Just because it's way faster. Neon Cat is a good one. All your base are belong to us. You had to dust that one off, Smokey. Thank you for your service. Oh, there's a double axe. Alright, let's now see if that person is up here. Oh, they are. You guys ready for this? Have you seen this before? This might be the best part of the entire playthrough. I'm even going to unequip all of my weapons. Just so that you really get a good look at this. Have you guys seen this before? When do I think it's going to be? I'm trying to do a minimum of one a week, Bean, maybe two a week. Depending on how my afternoon goes here, I might record it tonight and try to get it edited tomorrow. We'll see. Now, who could this suspicious young lady be who suddenly made an appearance atop this isolated rock in the desert. Her name is Villia. Boy, that mouth looks awfully suspicious. What's that? You've heard about a man who snuck into Gerudo Town? Oh, I don't know anything about him. Sorry I couldn't be more help. Do we study face or do we squint suspiciously? Rufio says Lady Tall. Okay, to be fair, Link is a super short king in this game. Like, Zelda is taller than Link. Big Smokey says she's quite pretty. Serious. Says I ain't hearing anyone out. I almost spit out my drink. What, Villia's not your hear me out? Hear me out, chat. Vamp says the second one. Let's squint suspiciously. You're making my cheeks warm looking at me like that. I wonder what cheeks. Now what do we say? I think we're going to compliment. Oh, such a nice thing to say, and I'm sure you'd agree that these clothes only help my looks, right? No, you're 100% right. Let's be very clear. We are absolutely in no way making fun of trans people, people who cross-dress. You can wear whatever you want. You can be whoever you want. It's just really funny, this character context and this type of humor in a Zelda game. We don't get a lot of this kind of stuff in Zelda or any Nintendo IP, so we're just leaning into it. I'd have to charge you, of course, but I bet people would see you completely differently if you wore them. 600, that's a steal. You look adorable. Look at Link. Look at him being all cute and bashful. You know, it's interesting because... So, like, I like Twilight Princess a lot. And that is probably the most masculine version of Link we've seen. Like, Link is pretty buff in that game. He's a goat herder. He has shirtless scenes where he's sumo wrestling. And I remember reading an article about the development of this game and how they intentionally chose to make Link a little bit more androgynous. And they did that specifically for, I mean, for a lot of reasons, right? They wanted a wider audience to be able to resonate with the character. I think it was a neat choice because, you know, this version of Link is one of like the strongest, most badass versions of Link we've ever seen, truly. And the fact that they didn't make him, you know, 6'4" and buff and made him, you know, kind of this short, almost like gender fluid looking type of character, type of protagonist. I actually really appreciate that. And if they hadn't done that, if they hadn't made that creative choice in Link's design, moments like this wouldn't have been able to happen. If Link had overly masculine features, he would not be able to wear the Gerudo Vi outfit and pull it off. It wouldn't have been believable, so... Vam says, now I see why people are into this link. Cranky Ray, just in time for peak. You did make it just in time, buddy. Twilight Princess Link did have a lot of aura, and I really like that they balanced that version of him out with Midna. Midna's probably like the only companion in any Zelda game that I really didn't mind. All the others, like, something about them annoys me, but... Velia's trying to get Link out on a date, guys. All right. We're in business now. I'm definitely making a short from that scene. Okay. I actually kind of think I want to go up to the tower now. Let's go take care of that. In fact, if I can get another sand seal here, that's going to make getting over there way easier. No, I mean, that's fair, serious. But again, would it have been as believable? I don't know. I like the fact that, like, this version of Link is... Oh yeah, I don't have a shield on. I like the fact that this version of Link is kind of pretty, for lack of a better word. She is. There is no debate. Fair. I remember my favorite YouTuber did a poll. A lot of the results, people said Midna was the best Zelda character. I get it. I also don't really mind Eslo from Minish Cap. Just because, like, his appearance is somewhat minimal. Oh. Excuse me. Don't mind if I do. Ooh. But yeah, like, I don't really care for Navi or Tattle. I don't care for Fee. Like, I appreciate Fee and, like, what Fee represents. But it was annoying, like, having her constantly show up to tell me my Wiimote was low on batteries. I don't think I've ever gone up the tower this way. Which I guess is the intended way. I don't think I've ever seen this part of the world. Prize Hill, hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Happy 2026. Not enough. Still not enough. Oh. Trolled me. I gotta be a little careful here. Oh, fire arrows? Okay, I don't really need to go any higher to get to the tower. Oh, yes I do. Unless I want to eat all of my stamina food. You got a hate comment the other day. Instead of being sad, I'm thinking about the best way to roast them. That's an interesting one for me because I've gotten so many hate comments since I started this channel for real. I do my best to turn the other cheek, but it's not always easy. Alright, let's go here. I know that there's a shrine quest up here somewhere too. Something about we have to look at where the shadow of the tower points at a certain time and do something, shoot something. I kind of don't remember. Generally, I don't promote hate or bullying on the internet, even if it is retaliatory, but I mean, I'd love to hear. We could help you out. Is this? He was fake. Not a big deal if I die here because we have a Mifa on charge, so I'm not sweating it. Purple's here. Hello, hello. Happy New Year. So many doggies here. Guess this thing doesn't actually work. Whatever. There are so many people who post hate and trolling comments, and so like for me and my channel, you take one look, like you go look at the person's profile, and it's either like clearly a little kid just posting like a bunch of Roblox slop, and it's like, well, I'm not gonna waste my time with a literal child. Argue with a child on the internet. It's either that or somebody who's just like a screwed up person. That's what I was talking about in my interview video with Patricia. Is that, you know, there are so many people who just like go on the internet and say bad stuff about other people because their lives are just effed. And it's like, that doesn't excuse it. Oh, it's a blood moon. That doesn't excuse it. However, am I really going to retaliate to that person's, even though they made a cruel remark against me? Am I really going to retaliate against them with another cruel remark when like their life is already like just so clearly bad? I don't know. There is a part of me that feels like if you do that, then you're like stooping to their level, but it's all context, right? That's pretty scathing, serious. So sorry if I missed it in the comments. I was trying to climb this. What's the context here? It's somebody who is negatively critical of your work? Salem, hello. Happy New Year, friend. Hope you're doing well. Alright, let's unlock the tower. And let's actually talk to our friend Cass, because he's going to tell us about a shrine. I think this might be the one where we have to shoot the sun? Can you guys tell me if the game, if your stream looks any better today than normal? I turned up my bitrate by 3000 before I started today, so just curious. Oh, forgive me, I was lost in a song written by my late teacher. Alright, Cass, just tell me what it is. Just shoot the sun, easy peasy. So I think I have to stand on that thing. As light shines from the northwest skies, from the tower's shadow, an arrow flies. Pierce heaven's light to reveal the prize. So I'm pretty sure what it is we stand on that thing. And then when the sun comes around and the shadow from the tower is right on it, we shoot the sun. I think that's what it is. Which I think actually means I can sit until noon, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like 1 p.m. or something. The stream does look nicer than usual, actually. Good. Appreciate that. Oops. I was not paying attention. Okay, so noon is too late. Of course it is. Choosart, hello. Good to see you, dude. Hope you're doing okay. Alright, so it's way over there. So it must come around it here at like 11. So we got a minute. You got Tears of the Kingdom, by the way. Have you played it? Do you like it? I've played a little bit of Tears in my off time lately. And it's definitely weird going back and forth between the two. Yeah, we're not doing negative self-talk. It's a violation, guys. Read the community standards. Read the description on the stream. That must be Dinral. No, it looks like Faroche. Faroche comes all the way here? I guess. I don't remember Faroche coming this far west. I thought Faroche stayed like by the lake and down in Farron. I thought Dinral was Eldon and Hebra. And then Nadra stays on the eastern side like Necluda and Lanayru. Team Reed? Who's Reed?
Rivali's gale is now ready.
What, Bean? Correct. There's been a repeat implication, and it's a violation of standards, so... You want to get yourself a timeout? That's how to do it. Oh, read is from Tears. Yeah, there's so much of Tears that Tears is a blur to me. Tears came out in May of 23. I binged it. I think I beat the game in like 11 days or something like that. I played it every day. And I still played it for a while after, but lost interest pretty quickly. And then the following month, my daughter died. And I hadn't touched Tears since then. So I've kind of been picking it back up a little bit. I mean, I've fired it up a couple times, like just to get footage and stuff for videos, but haven't like, really played it. But I'm kind of at that point where, I don't know, I kind of want to play it again. I think Tears has the best story of any Zelda game. Eat something in the game? Oh, no, I'm good. We're fine. I don't care if I die because I have Mifa's Grace ready. Little Birds is here. Hello, hello. Happy New Year, friend. Okay. So the sun, I guess, is there right now. I mean, there's a lot about gaming in general that, like, yeah, I'm sensitive to. Okay, this is the shadow of the scaffolding, not the tower. Man, maybe that's what I saw, and I actually could have waited until noon. Because I thought it was going to be like 1:30 p.m. when the shadow of the tower hit this. So maybe when I switched to noon, I saw this instead. We've just been wasting time. There's a lot about gaming that's been hard for me. Since my daughter's death, Prize. There's a lot about everything that's been hard for me. I still haven't been able to play a Kirby game. That's kind of like the last thing, you know, because that's the very last game her and I played together. And I think we even played it the evening before she died. I could be misremembering. It's all a blur. My brain blocks a lot of it out at this point. But I've yet to revisit Kirby. I know I will someday. You know, if and when I'm ready for it, but I don't know if I could do it without spoilers, Bean. I think you should play Breath first for the context. Tears is a sequel. The events of Tears do happen after Breath. But that said, it's the same world. It's the same Hyrule. There are a lot of places and people and assets that are recycled, which does inherently devalue the experience that Tears has to offer, so I don't know. Yeah, serious, like, Nintendo has made so many poor business decisions, legal decisions. I kind of had my last straw when they decided they were going to try and patent game mechanics. Like, what a ridiculous, greedy thing to do. If you're familiar with Breath, then like you could move on to Tears. But yeah, Tears is the best story in a Zelda game so far. Like, if you don't already love this version of Zelda, this iteration of the character, Tears will make you love this version of Zelda. And then it's like, once you know the whole story, then you go back and you play it again. It's one of those things, it's like watching Fight Club for the first time. You watch Fight Club, and you get through it, and, you know, then like the big thing is revealed to you. And then if you go watch Fight Club a second time, there's all these things that were hinting at the big thing that you missed the first time you watched it. Tears is like that. Like in Tears, I don't know. In Tears, I wonder if I can say this without spoiling anything. A lot of Tears is Link looking for Zelda. That's a big part of the story, is Link is looking for Zelda. And it's one of those things where it's like she's hiding in plain sight, quote unquote, the whole time. Yeah, I mean, the dangerous thing about the Nintendo Pal World thing is the precedence that it sets. And it's so crazy to me, like just like as a business decision, how foolish it is. Because Nintendo makes so much money from indie developers. I don't know if that's enough. Oh, that did it. Nintendo makes so much money from indie developers putting their games on Nintendo consoles. So the fact that Nintendo is going to try to set this legal precedence of copyrighting game mechanics, and like that's who it's going to hurt the most. It's not going to hurt the AAAs. It's going to hurt the indie people who don't have any resources to fight legal battles. And so all it's going to do is like stifle creativity. Which ultimately is going to hurt Nintendo's bottom line. Just foolish. Tears is like a mystery. That's a good way to put it, Prize. Pokemon is a whole other thing, serious. Oh, of course, it's a test of strength. Okay. This is okay. Because again, if I take a death in here... I'm not going to take a death in here. If Link gets KO'd here. We got Mifa on standby, so we're fine. I think it's pretty much done at this point, Purple. I think the courts threw it out. I could be wrong, but I had read fairly recently that they basically told Nintendo to go fly a kite. Too slow on my jump. Too early on my jump. I almost want to go do another sword trial, guys. I was trying to flurry rush Prize. I'm just... my head's not in this now. I don't like having to put my viewers on timeout. But I was also put in that position where I kind of just like had to. You know, I do have to adhere to standards and I do have to protect you guys too. So if people are repeatedly making comments that insinuate things, like I don't have a choice, unfortunately. You know, what's crazy to me too is like Nintendo's at this point. I kind of want a Frostblade. Because we have a Fire and a Thunder. I don't know, it's not really better than anything I have though. We have a great Frostblade. I actually think I'm going to swap the two-handed for a one-handed. Nintendo's at this point where they can literally just print money, though. I mean, you look at Switch sales, you look at Switch 2 sales, you look at Pokemon card sales. Like, they're fine. You know, they've long stood upon this principle of being, like, the family-friendly gaming company, right? Like, that's been their cornerstone for the whole time, basically, but especially after Xbox came in the picture and, you know, the market changed and was more competitive, then, like, certainly that was Nintendo's claimed niche. But alright, where's the village? There. I can just warp there. Because we did the shrine. Oh, this wasn't even the Gerudo Tower. I didn't even pay attention. Enjoy your dinner, Bean. You think your friend is having a legit mental breakdown and you don't know how to help her. I don't know how much detail you're willing to give, can give. Where's the tower for Gerudo? Like, is it way over here? I actually really want the tower. It's hard enough navigating in the desert because of the sandstorms and stuff. It's even worse when you don't have the map. Pokemon games don't even make that much money to make like most AAA games in US. Pokemon games make a ton of money. I would take a second look at that if I were you, Purple. Scarlet and Violet sold 27 million copies, I think. It's something insane. I think the sales of Scarlet and Violet in the whole Pokemon series are second only to Gen 1. I could be wrong about that. But Pokemon games make a ton of money. So the fact that... That must be Gerudo Tower there. Oh, we're going to go do that. You know, the fact that Nintendo invested $100 million to make this game, for example. Breath of the Wild cost them $100 million to make. And is a great game, and sold very well, and made Nintendo a lot of money, no doubt. But that said, Scarlet Violet cost them $13 million to make. And still sold a ton of copies. So, you know, my point is that from a business standpoint, well, of course they're going to, you know, invest 13% of the same capital to still get a product that sells almost 30 million units. Cooper Kid with the random condolences. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. I'm sorry too. No, and ZA is a clear example of them really not caring. I was hoping that, you know, with the amount of people that complained about Scarlet Violet and the way it looks and performs, that Nintendo would say, ah, you know what, okay, that's fair, guys. From now on, we'll invest a little bit more into how our games look and perform. You know, because it wouldn't take that much to make Scarlet and Violet so much better than it is. You know, if it cost them $13 million to make that game, put $7 more million into it. Put $20 million into it. Put 50% more capital into it to make a product that strictly looks and performs better. Story is fine, balancing is fine, gameplay's fine. Just make it not so broken and ugly, right? And they would still be making money hand over fist if they did that, but they won't. They don't have to. And ZA just shows us that they're just going to keep doing the same thing. Why texture windows on a building when we don't have to? Like, everything has just become a business decision. And that's like the worst thing for art in general, right? I don't have the deets either. She lives in another town, so I'm just seeing her type random things about random people. Was she hacked? I don't know. Again, I am not a mental health provider. I do not have any formal training in the subject whatsoever, so I approach these situations very cautiously. And I don't ever want to give anybody the idea that I'm in any way a professional and can help advise or curtail a situation, but I don't know. I guess my advice to you, if you want to even call it that, would just be, if your friend seems like they're not okay, if they seem like they're in some distress, just reach out and check on them. Just say, hey, you know, bats. Just say, hey, what's going on? I'm seeing your posts and I just want to make sure you're okay. I mean, again, I'm not trying to diagnose, but like what you're describing almost sounds like some kind of bipolar episode or something. Uh-oh, this is muddy. I didn't see that. Goodbye. David the Dave from IC Industries. What's up, dude? Happy New Year. Think Pokemon peaked at XY and Oris? Yes. I might agree. I really like Gen 6 and I really like the Gen 3 remakes. Platinum is still my favorite game of all time, but I don't know, Omega Ruby might be second. Dante. I passed my medical mid-exams. GG's. W's in the chat for Dante. Congratulations, dude. That's what's great about these Zelda games prizes. You can just cheese them. Serious, I totally intend to. I went full heart so I could pull the Master Sword. Now that we have the Gerudo Tower, I know I have enough orbs to cash in for one. I think we're actually going to take a quick pit stop back to Kakariko. I want to go sell some materials. And see if we can upgrade our armor. Let's go do that. But then maybe I'll go to Hatino and trade a couple hearts for stamina. Yeah, we have 6. Even if I could have 2 full wheels. I love Pokemon Black, though sometimes I grind too much without any reason. That's just the name of the game. Nothing wrong with that. I know that I need 10,000 rupees to unlock the last shrine, or the last fairy fountain. Which I think we have about 4,000. I don't think I have 6,000 rupees worth of meat, but... a couple bucks. Let's see. Glad for the calm and casual vibes here. Definitely need some after the night you had. Rough night, Nissan? You want to talk about it? Okay, let's see. Let's start... Ooh. Okay, so our Feroce scale is going to give us another upgrade here. Let's go ahead and do that. Daver says, I've been making some music, like I said last time. I think I've got something really special so far. Is it something that you're going to put in 7 days, or is it going to be for something else? So, shrooms and snails. Okay, so I can probably upgrade 2 pieces of stealth gear. I'm going to be 2 snails short. Which I could just go back to Zora's domain and get more, but... yeah. That's okay. Guardian parts do fetch a decent price. And I don't intend to do anything at the lab. I won't get the Guardian armor or anything like that. Might as well upgrade Zora armor while we're here. Colin's here. Good to see you, dude. Happy New Year. Separate from 7 days since it's about yourself. Gonna release it on Spotify. Dude, be sure to let me know if you do. I will absolutely support and promote. Again, like, just the vibe sonically was one of my favorite parts of playing 7 days. I just found out a creator I admired ever since I was a kid isn't the best person. Disappointed but not surprised at this point. Been through this before, it just hurts. That's a huge bummer. I do my best to, like, be my genuine self with you guys in my work here. I mean, obviously, like, this project started in such a personal place for me. Like, it's kind of hard to be disingenuous at all. I won't ever wear any of this, right? Yeah. But that said, like, I do filter somewhat, I suppose. And I understand, like, the more I do this and the longer I do this, how a lot of other creators have to be just because of, like, the type of content they make. So I could see a lot of people not really being good people. But that's still a bummer. Nope. Creature of habit. Absolutely, Daver. That's a good general New Year's resolution, Colin, to just be more genuine. Okay, let's... I guess let's cook. Let him cook. Let's try to make a few bucks here. I don't think this is going to get us to 10k. But we'll see. I mean, I have I have all kinds of like gems and stuff that I'm not really going to use. Gems aren't like the hardest thing to come by. We'll see. You don't need to apologize for the quote-unquote random trauma dump, Vamp. Like, those types of conversations I want us to be able to have here. You know, it's okay to say things like, you know, hey guys, I'm struggling, or my friend is struggling. I want this to be a community where, like, we can lean on each other. Again, I have to draw the line somewhere, though, and that somewhere is if you guys start saying or insinuating that you are going to do something to hurt yourself or somebody else. Like, literally that kind of stuff, you know, can get strikes against my channel and get me shut down. So it's not just a matter of, you know, like, not promoting that talk. It is a matter of, like, channel well-being, too, so... It is kind of a fine line that we walk with this. Where, again, like, I want you guys to be open about your mental health and talk about things. But if you're coming into the stream every time and not really, like, engaging in conversation with people, not telling us about what's going on, you're just saying all these really cryptic, negative things. You know, again, eventually, like, I have to stop it. Like, my hands are tied. So don't ever feel like you can't come on and, like, talk about your problems. You know, it's the rules are pretty simple. You know, don't be negative or disrespectful. Don't ask me invasive questions about my late daughter. And if you're in a place where, again, you think you're going to hurt yourself or somebody else, this isn't the place for you to be. Like, you need to be going and getting help, not watching me play Zelda on YouTube. You know what I mean? Let's see. I guess that's all our meat. We actually do have quite a bit of gems. Let's just see what we can get. That's a really good way to put it, Colin. It was made to start a conversation and be in a safe space. That's a good way to put it. The flavor text that she says is just ridiculous. Sell her a meat skewer. And she's like, I can't believe I would ever get my hands on this. It's a girl, it's a stick with meat on it. It's not the Hope Diamond. Oh, Rick. Yo, Happy New Year. Last time I played Breath, I found 100 truffles and never really had to cook anything. Hardy truffles, anything hardy. Because there's hardy bass, hardy truffles, hardy radishes. Yeah, they're especially good because you can just cook one and you've got a full heal. Goated. But good to see you, dude. Happy New Year. Hope you and the fam are doing well. You know, and on this subject, guys, of like the mental health stuff, you know, I think that's what brought a lot of us here in the first place, right? It's just a lot of us weren't doing the greatest. I'm never gonna eat this. And that goes for me too. I don't want you guys to like think that I'm this person who has like perfect mental health, because I don't. I struggle every single day. And like, again, it's okay to talk about that. But again, I have to be mindful. I might just sell all this stuff. We might be able to hit 10k with this. If I have to go kill a couple more guardians, then so be it, but that'll do it right there. All right. So again, I don't want to be hypocritical. But I don't know. I don't want to keep dragging on this subject. I don't feel good about what happened here today, but again, my hands are tied, so Nugget. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy New Year. All right. Thought maybe he'd start the quest, but oh, is it? Oh, it's this guy. This is the boots guy. And I hate it because he's actually pretty hard to catch. So he has boots and we don't. Oh, Sand Seal helping us out. Bowseye. I'm 35 single and I love jogging, especially on sand. Give me those boots. So one thing that I don't like is, I'm pretty sure you can't have the sand boots and the snow boots at the same time. Like, he trades you. I don't remember now. But I know in tiers you can have them both. I don't know if we're going to end up going and doing this. I kind of remember where it is. But honestly, this is fine because at least now we have snow boots. So if we decide to go up into Hebra, like just to grab a few more shrines, then we're not going to have an issue. I know you guys are curious. I had to put somebody in a timeout, is all. Not a huge deal. Not something I have to often do, but... Is this a shield? Oh no, just $100 sitting here. Okay. Well, we made it to Gerudo Village. I know that there are a ton of, like, side quests and things here, but I'm hard-pressed to think of anything that I really have to do or want to do. Think maybe we're just gonna go see Riju?
Yet another traveler.
I'm glad that I could be a distraction for you, if nothing else, Nissan.
Oh. Seems you have something rather interesting there.
Oh. Boliara is a little scary. Declare your business, but come no closer. Yes, ma'am. We're going to Naburis. Urbosa mentioned. Don't ever remember hearing of a Hylian Vi among the champions. What? I guess it has been 100 years. Oh, yeah.
Huh?
So in order to do this, we're going to have to go infiltrate the Yiga clan headquarters and get the Thunderhelm. Yeah. It is semi-worth it to go to Farron and get the rubber armor before doing all this, but I think we'll be okay. Carusa Valley. Okay. I guess let's just go to the tower. Really what we're supposed to do is go like up and around here. The Yiga headquarters is like in here in the cave, and then you come out here and we fight. Oh no, that's where Naboris is. Oh yeah. That is it. This is where we fight Koga. Okay. Cool. I guess I am just gonna like shoot around here. And we probably don't need Gerudo armor on, because it has no defense. This way we can skip some of this nonsense. But infiltrating the Yiga clan does kind of suck. You know that you don't have to apologize for missing streams, Colin. I missed. I missed again.
Gale is now ready.
Boomerang for the win. Green names mean that you're a channel member. Missed the last stream is a green name. That's not true. Rufio's making a kidding. Fine, bomb. Ooh, he had a lot of money. On Nissan, I typically stream Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. But again, that's not 100% always true. I think I have a... Oh, I had a torch. Okay, we'll do this. That one's open. I know there's keys in a couple of these, but there's also stuff in here. Oh, a nap sounds wonderful today. Not my boomerang. Don't care about that. What's worse to die from, isolation or hypothermia? I think death from hypothermia would be like one of the most gentle deaths there is. How does one even die from isolation? Like, what does that mean? Well, our boomerang lasted a pretty good time. Surprisingly. Wondering why I'm missing these streams. It's almost 9 a.m. here. Where was the sickle? Oh, exposure? I don't know. A lot of times if you die of exposure, then you're dying of hypothermia, aren't you? Unless you mean like dehydration and sun exposure. Okay. This place sucks. I am gonna... Oh. Is it not gonna let me save? Maybe if I leave. I do want to save. Okay. Just because. You gotta sneak through this place. If you get caught, you get locked in and you have to fight. And the enemies you have to fight are almost unbeatable. So, I'm gonna try to play this a little more carefully. Like these guys here. They are bad news bears. Honestly, if I was smart, I would have cooked stealth food, but I guess with full stealth gear, about as good as we're gonna get. Hello, Matthew. I see you. Where do I go? Oh, just down here? Yeah, typically with a hypothermic death, especially towards the end, your body will make you feel warm. Bros love their bananas. Alright. I think there's a ton of bananas up here. Yeah, buddy. Alright, I really don't want to spend a bunch of time in here, and I really don't care about the loot, of which there is plenty. I wonder if I can cheese this with ravioli. Kind of feel like I can. I think that's the door there in that corner. And I know that there's a guard here. See, in tiers, you can throw stuff, and that makes it so much easier to put objects where you want them. I wonder how far I can put this one where this guy will see it. And can I stand on this canvas? Okay, I can. And I think even... Oh. I just don't want to... I really don't want to walk off. Will he see that? Go get it, buddy. That's annoying, but... Alright guys, best fight in the whole game. Here we go. My goal was to finish the Divine Beast within 4 hours. I think we're going to do that. Prize nose. Oh boy, Koga here. I'm going to turn the volume up a little bit. TV knows too. Also, welcome to the stream. Why is Mommy Urbosa crazy? You know I'm right. Koga in his belly. Here we go. Too late. Do I want to be using a better weapon, I wonder? I guess I'll just get what I can out of this sickle. These don't last very long. Yeah. Nor do they fly far, apparently. I guess I'll just use the Master Sword. Give him the old spank. Crazy because it's true? Hell yeah, brother. Hey, to each their own, Colin. Oh. Spank him. I keep thinking I'm further away than I am. Can hit him. Yeah, good enough. Okay. Bro, something else. If Hyrule does have TV, Koga's definitely the guy who just, like, lies around eating mighty bananas and binging Breaking Bad all day. Are you still over there? Can we also just, like, take a quick moment to appreciate the direction of this cutscene? Like, somebody actually had to sit here and plan this dialogue and this exchange and these camera angles. And the more that I create YouTube content, the more editing that I do, I find myself paying more and more attention when I do watch other creators' content or like movies and TV. I look and see like the camera angles they do and the order in which they do shots. And I find just like filmmaking to be very interesting. And I'm below a novice level. But like them taking the moment to do this shot specifically, where this giant spiked ball is the central focus of the frame. And it's, you know, you have Link and Koga on both sides of it. And it really shows, like, this perspective really shows, like, how big this ball is, how inept Koga is at fighting Link. I appreciate stuff like that. See? Like, in a video game, you don't pay much attention to that kind of stuff as the player, but I look at this differently now. I've been meaning to say that both you and the game are quiet. Really? I don't know. I don't look quiet according to OBS. I'm peaking at -5, which is right where I want to be. I know that the game's quieter. I've noticed that running something through my capture card is quieter than like something I'm playing on Steam, for example, but I don't know, like, does this sound okay to you guys now? This is at -10. I usually keep it at -17. But yeah, I guess let me know, like, if everything still looks or still sounds quiet to you guys. I've also noticed, though, that since I started doing those try not to cry challenges, because I do it in the same format, like I'm recording that through OBS. I'm just not streaming it while I do it. But I've noticed that the vocals on those videos are too loud, like to the point where it peaks a little bit. So I turned my filter down by 1 decibel. Volume regular for me for the most part. Can we talk about the fact that they put a historical artifact in a standard chest? Leave it to the Yiga to do such a blasphemous thing. Oh, you're at 80? Interesting. Well, as always, let me know. We can always fine-tune this. Okay, before I go in here and talk to Riju again, the next thing we're going to do is go into the Divine Beast, so we might be wrapping this up around the 3-hour mark, 3:15, but super quick bathroom break. BRB, guys. Chad, I'm in the mood for candy. And I don't have any. I had gummy frogs and I ate them all last night while playing video games with Rufio. What if you just don't return the helmet and keep it? You do get to keep the helmet. Well, I think they might make you do one more quest for it, but you do get to keep the Thunder Helm. Random, but are there female Gorons? Yes. So again, only females are allowed into this village. So presumably, like, this is a female Rito. Presumably, this is a female Goron. Although when you talk to them, I think they kind of just say... So this Goron's name is Linde. And they say... Sava Sava, Sava Sota. Anyway, good evening. Gerudo words are really hard to remember. I think Sav is part of half of them. There's some starting with a V. Gerudo Town really is full of women, isn't it? It really smells nice here. Hang on. I thought men weren't allowed in this town. Why did they let me in? Okay. So, I think this is one of those things where it's like... Are we to assume that this is a male Goron who just, like, presents in a female way? Or, like, the Gerudos just assumed? Like, maybe Gerudos don't know about Goron gender and how it works, and so they just, like, assumed that Linde was female and just let him in, I guess? Because he says, I thought men weren't allowed in this town. Why did they let me in? So he's not, like, outright stating that he's a man. It's just kind of heavily implied, but... I wonder if I can go over here. Wanted to show you guys an Easter egg. So if you like this game... Which I do. But if you like this game, please go watch my interview video with Patricia Somerset. She is the English voice actor who portrays Zelda in this game and the 3 other games tied to the story. But again, chat, her name is Patricia Somerset. This is Riju's Royal Sand Seal. Do you want to guess what her name is?
Sava Sava. Ah.
Well, how about that? This is cool because we can even give Patricia fruit. I'm sure she would like palm fruit, right? Here you go.
Oh.
Sand seals can be knocked out by the sound of an explosion. She tried to slip a seal pun in there. That's funny. That's neat. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to do a deep dive into the physiology of Gorons. I don't know. Maybe they're just asexual? I don't know. Again, Linde kind of, like, insinuated that they were male, but didn't outright say it.
Ah.
We're going to Riju's bedroom. We better behave or Bulliar is going to have our head. Or better yet, Nissan, you should go play some other Zelda games, because they're good. I need to make those sand seal plushes from the game immediately. You should, they're super cute. I like the button eyes. Yeah, Rufio's right. Nintendo published 3 books about, like, the making and history of Zelda. It's been a while now. They've been out for, I don't know, a decade maybe. But one is called the Hyrule Historia. And they do finally put together an official Zelda timeline. Some of them make sense. Like Majora's Mask being a direct sequel to Ocarina of Time, or Tears of the Kingdom being a direct sequel to this game. But a lot of it is just like, canonically it doesn't make much sense. It doesn't add up. So, as somebody who's like a lifelong fan of this series, my advice is to approach it with curiosity and an open mind, but also a grain of salt. Don't read too much into it. Zelda's eepy. The missile is eepy.
Ah.
She is tired from
Well, you
splashing
certainly
bandits.
got here fast. I should have expected as much from the princess's own appointed knight. She was out on a survey all day today. Still as the sands now. So, spill it, boy. Have the two of you been getting along all right? It's okay, I know. Your silence speaks volumes. She gets frustrated every time she looks up and sees you carrying that sword on your back. It makes her feel like a failure when it comes to her own destiny. Don't worry, it's not like you carry blame in any of this. It's unfortunate. She's put in
Still seems
more
pretty
than
quiet, I
time.
suppose, hey?
Ever since
This
she
quiet
was a
for you
young
guys?
girl, she's gone through rigorous daily routines to show her dedication. She once passed out in the freezing waters trying to access this sealing power. And she has nothing to show for it. That's the motivation driving her research. I'd be doing the same thing. She really is quite special. You be sure to protect her with your life.
Game quiet.
It's quite the honor. The night brings a chill. It's probably time we take her in.
That's -6 right there. That's like the limit, I think.
Urbosa! What was that? Did you feel that?
I mean, that was pretty loud, and it only peaked at -10.
What are you doing here? What's so funny?
I definitely try to have the game quieter, Nissan. The problem I had in early streams with that was that my vocals were way too quiet. And even if I maxed it out in OBS, it was still far too quiet. So I ended up putting a filter on, and that fixed it. If it does become too loud, let me know. You beat Jevil? GG's, Purple. Congrats. All right. Let's go do it. I don't have orbs to cash in. It's like, where's the sand seal lady? Sand seal? Seriously? Nobody appreciates the puns. Sounds good, Colin. Have a good beginning of your week, buddy. Okay, we don't care about stealth. Might be cold, so we'll put on some warm pants. We're just gonna go here. Oh, you tried to beat Jebel. Sorry, I misread. Your grammar's fine. I know you can and will beat Jebel. I had fun with the Jebel fight. That was kind of the moment in Deltarune that sealed it for me. When I beat Jebel, that made me realize, like, oh, I actually do like this game. I felt like it was a fair amount of challenge.
Huh?
Well then, that's what you really look like, huh? Well, I mean, like, the war paint and white hair and glowing white eyes aren't natural, but sure.
Oh.
She's going to give me some bomb arrows. This one's actually pretty fun, too. Honestly, like, the only Divine Beast I don't have fun getting into is, Redania. I'll seal you around. Do I have to start calling you Celius? That was a good pun.
Sav.
Link doesn't look bad in any armor in this game. Yeah, see, and I like the first chapter. The first chapter of Deltarune is so important because it does such a good job of setting the tone for the game and establishing character arcs early, especially Susie's. Like, literally the first 5 minutes I saw Susie and her dialogue, I hated Susie. Because I really dislike bullies. I have very little tolerance for people who pick on other people. But yeah, to your point, the story didn't really start to open up until 2. Completely depends on how you're trying to play purple.
Close in.
Me, I'm always sparing. And what do you get besides the knife? The scarf? I don't remember. Or the mantle? I think it's the mantle. Which I think becomes very useful later in the game. It's basically a requirement for the knight. I guess I'm just going to keep using my Zorobo. I guess let me know if this is still too loud or too quiet for you guys. Now that we have some actual music. Yeah, Susie isn't my favorite, but I really do like her arc. She's a well-written character. Oh yeah, I'm misremembering Nissan, thank you.
It's right where we want it.
Alright, let's put some bomb arrows on. I don't have any ancient arrows. That's crazy.
That's the way. Don't wander off.
Oh, I fell just out of it.
Let's go.
Alright, lady, keep up. I don't even care if I get hit.
Right where we want it. Look out!
Too close.
We can do this.
Easy.
Unfortunately, I cannot appease Naboris on my own.
We got this, girl.
I have no choice but to entrust. the
Sounds good,
rest-
Sirius. If I don't see you, have a good rest of your day, buddy. Alright, so this Divine Beast is arguably the most difficult of the four. And the Blight Ganon is arguably the most difficult of the four as well.
Don't let us down, Link.
I think it's sort of intended, unofficially, to do this one last, but the first time I played through this game, I think I did this one first. I'm pretty sure I just ended up in the desert first. And really struggled through this. I don't know, it was either first or second. I might have went and done Varuta first. You have a good day too, Matthew. Thanks for being here.
Well, well, well. You sure do know how to keep a woman waiting.
I think I am going to turn this up just a hair more.
I can't wait to see you take Naboris back from Ganon. One thing at a time. You'll need a map to find your way around.
The hardest thing about fighting Thunderblight Ganon is just you have to fight it inside this central room.
Head
And it's
over
just
to
kind of
that
like,
dragonstone over there,
it's not a conducive area to fighting.
right?
It's one thing I like about fighting Windblight Ganon is it's outside and it's this big open area. Anyway. Hello, sir. Okay, I missed. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's not use bomb arrows. What bow do we use next? That's just a knight's. Yeah, you have to fight Thunderblight Ganon in here. So there's like all this structure around, and he has an attack where you have to look up. Just a bunch of crap gets in your way. It is annoying. Okay. I know there's a couple different ways to do this one. This isn't something required, it's just extra. I know that we can like grab the chest with magnesis and swing it, and then cut the rope when it's swinging towards us, and it'll fly onto the platform. But I actually think this way is intended? Oh. Maybe not. I thought I could grab it while it was suspended, but I guess you can't. Oh well. Oh, but yeah, so the hook of this divine beast is controlling the inner body. It's like these columns that you have to turn to connect circuits, and that activates different machinery. But it's a little bit more complicated than the others up to this point. Thunderblight's definitely the most fun. And I would say... I don't know. Fireblight's fun too. Waterblight is probably my least favorite to fight. This is so much better with the Master Sword. They were very unfunny for that. Yeah, so I think this is a door that I have to open with a circuit. Oh, that was worth it. Alright, let's try going up the other side, maybe. Does that just fall? Nope. Maybe we just go up this. You know, like once we get it going, like stuff will be rotating in here and whatnot. Oh yeah.
Good work getting the map of the Divine Beast. The terminals that control Naboris are noted by a series of glowing points.
So it's the same thing as every other divine beast.
Take Naboris back by
This is where
all of the terminals.
the potential to have these as like true Zelda dungeons falls flat. It's like all four of them are the same. I mean, they're different, but not really. They all look the same, they all feel the same. Your objective in each one is the same. I'm wondering if I want to go in there. I don't think so. Doesn't actually look like there's anything there for me. So let's start with this. See what connecting this does for us. Anything? We might have to do this, but not have it connected at the bottom. I honestly don't remember. Like I said, I think this one is probably the most complicated of the four. And we can be trying to get those as well. I do have ravioli, so it's not a huge deal here, but maybe let's do a quarter turn. Where does that get us? Anywhere? So one chest is there, and one is right on the other side of it, I think. Okay, I heard something open up. Oh yeah, now that one's turning. I guess let's go do that. This would be such a trip to do in real life. I don't even think like I could go to go to the fair and go on a Gravitron anymore. I don't think I can handle it. Okay, okay, so one way controls one. One way controls the other. Sure.
There are 4 terminals remaining. I'm counting on you.
We can't get in there, can we? I think the eye is on the other side of it. I almost wonder if I could cheese this. Okay, where are you? Down below? Oh yeah, it's you right there.
There are 3 terminals remaining. Hang in there.
I think I want to bring this down, but... Or maybe across. Let's see what's below us first. That's an electric switch. Oh yeah, okay. This is just out the other side then. Any reason for me to go there? Or is it all just connected? I don't know if there's any reason for me to be below this. Must just want to go up. Rufio, are you still on, brother? Here it is. Is there a chest on the other side? Alright, so let's do this and then we'll come back. Go back up.
There are 2 terminals remaining. Stay focused.
A lot of waiting for elevators. Yeah, TV, that's part of why I started playing it as well. Very rusty. Do I want to go up there? I kind of think I do. Very rusty, and doing this has brought a lot of it back. It really is such a good game. I mean, Tears is good too. Okay, well. is this doing? Oh, what did that do? Oh, that turns that on. I don't know if that does anything for me at this point. But yeah, I've really enjoyed getting back into this game. See, I like both Tears and Breath. I think, like, objectively, Tears is probably the better game of the two. It's really like a slightly more polished version of Breath, really. Okay, so the last two terminals are just in the main body, I guess. I think the story of Tears is better. I don't know, it's hard to say if I'd like the Sheikah Slate abilities or Raru's hand better. It's really hard to say. I like some of both. If I could curate them, I'd probably have bombs. But then everything else, like Ultra Hand is super convenient. Ascend is super convenient. I'm not crazy about the fuse mechanic. I think that the way they did it in this game was just fine. Oh, I'm out of raviolis. Okay, so one is there. And one is inside that box, question mark? I guess we can get these. Actually kind of nice. But yeah, like if I had my choice between Breath and Tears, I'm gonna play Breath. Wonder if I can do this. Oh, because I can't see. Oh, maybe we're okay. Yeah, we got it. Well, I guess it was worth it for the bow. Yeah, so I think I want to be inside that box. Okay, let's just not jump, Link. That's cool. I think that my biggest grievance about Tears is just we had to wait 6 years for it. And I'm not saying that I expect Nintendo to crank out sequels like they did Majora's Mask. You know, like, I don't think 18 months is reasonable, right? But I think, you know, 3 or 4 years was probably reasonable. So to wait 6 years and kind of just get like Breath of the Wild Part 2, it felt like. Oh, that was a bummer. I don't think any Zelda game will have the impact that Breath did for a long time. I mean, to me, there's a few, like, flagship Zelda titles that really just, like, benchmarked. I would say Zelda 1 is probably one of those games. I would say Link to the Past and Ocarina fall into that category. There's been a lot of amazing Zelda games since. But like really since Ocarina of Time, nothing has done more for Zelda than this game. I guess maybe if you wanted to make that argument for Link Between Worlds, you maybe could, but Okay, the last one is there, so I guess we can just rotate this. Come on, like, you can do it. I think that's gonna do it.
Well done. That was the last of the terminals. Now, you'll need to start.
Okay,
up
if
the
you're a
main
regular in
control
chat, you know the
room.
drill.
Take a good look at your map. Head for the glowing mark.
If you're new to the streams, whenever I prepare to fight a boss or find myself in any precarious situation in the game, I ask that you give me the gift of cheese. Throw a cheese emoji in the chat. Because it is time for Thunderblight Ganon. Again, I'm not going to heal because we have Mipha's Grace on standby, so I think we're okay. I wonder if I have a defense boosting food to eat, because I might do that. It's not often we use defense boosting, but because of the materials required, our Fierce Deity set here isn't very strong yet, so thank you for the cheese, everybody. I love you guys.
Stay on your edge, Link. This formidable adversary was made by Ganon, and brought me to a warrior's demise 100 years ago.
I hate this thing even more because it killed Urbosa.
Fight for your life. And its death.
Pepperjack. Alright, let's see. I don't think I actually have a defense boosting food. I guess we can eat one.
This thing is fast. Watch yourself.
I hate that attack. I hate this arena. I hate this boss. I don't know where my shield went. He is bullying us. Get him. Now I want a pizza sub from Subway. If you're gonna go to Subway, that's a good choice. Is that my shield up there? Did it fly like just way behind me? I don't know, let's put another shield on. See, it's like you can't see where he is. I just wish like all this scaffolding and stuff was gone. See, like I have to just guess where he is. And then where he's gonna fall. I just stop targeting him all of a sudden. Everything's a cylinder, so like if he gets up high at all, you can't even like go after him. There's just so much cheapness to this fight. See, and like why didn't I dodge that? Why can't I break his shield? Bro, it's just cheap. Why didn't he fall? I'm tired of this. I'm mad that I had to use a fairy during that fight. Again, I think that if they could just put him in a better arena with flat ground. Yeah, there's my shield. I think that's part of why, like, the perfect dodges weren't working either. But whatever.
I knew you wouldn't let us down, Link. Thanks to your valor and skill, my soul is free, and Urbosa is ours once again. Which means that finally, we can complete what we started years ago. We Gerudo have no tolerance for unfinished business.
The power we get for this is so good. I would say it's almost as good as
I've
Rivali
waited
scale.
so long for the moment to see you finally rush Hyrule Castle. As well as for the
One thing
moment
about the
when I
combat in this
incinerate
game
damage
is
to a
it's
pile of
really
ash.
designed around that one-on-one,
Which reminds me,
which is
I
what
wanted to
Zelda
give
has
you a little
been
something.
long-standing.
Please accept this gift, which has come to be known as Urbosa's
So thusly,
Fury.
like, you don't have a lot of AoE
will
options.
no doubt
There's
be
not a
of
lot
use
that
to
Link
you.
has for crowd control. I mean, like, bomb arrows, I guess. So this is a good crowd control option. Which is another thing that Tears did rectify.
Both you and the princess.
There's a lot about
I know you have suffered
Tears
much
that makes
regarding what
group
happened to these
combat
champions. But
honestly
this
just
is
more
how
fun.
things had to happen.
Much less
No
feasible.
one need carry blame. So please, make it clear so she understands.
Well, hello
that.
there.
Tell her to shed any worries. And let her know.
Well, we did it, chat. I didn't lie in the title of this video.
You take good care of the princess.
We have avenged Mommy Urbosa.
Take good care of Hyrule.
Yes, ma'am. Number 3. And then there was 1.
Legend of the Gerudo, celebrated over ages. And you, who were named to honor her. You are a legend as well. Isn't that right, Naboris? The bitter essence of defeat from a century ago still sits upon my tongue. But that is now in the past. It was written that Calamity Ganon once adopted the form of a Gerudo. And that will make this victory all the more satisfying. I like that. Now I can take this personally.
It's also crazy if you've played Tears, knowing like what and where Ganon actually is right now, because they don't ever like truly show him in this game.
That moment is going to be so delicious.
It's kind of crazy. Well, my estimate for this was 3 hours and 15 minutes. And here we are at 3:20. So that's pretty good. I'll take it. We're walking away with Urbosa's fury. Wunderbar. I think that's it for today, guys. Thank you, as always, for hanging out and spending some of your Sunday with me. I appreciate it very much. This week, we've got more Mario Mon on Wednesday. We're going to be going after our 7th Power Star, so we're in the final stretch of the game. Friday, I'm not 100% certain if I'm going to continue the Long Dark on stream or possibly do something else. We'll see. You can also reasonably expect another Try Not to Cry video probably in the next 48 hours. I may or may not try to record it tonight and then edit it tomorrow morning. We'll see, but that's my goal. So again, if you have songs that you want to recommend me to listen and react to, make sure that you're watching and commenting on those videos. I'm getting a ton of comments. I'm getting like far too many comments, like way more than expected, which is a good problem to have. So I just say that to say, when you guys are commenting, I am seeing if there's a song that you feel very strongly about, you're going to kind of have to like repeatedly recommend it to me. Just because, I mean, at this point, there's hundreds of songs that have been recommended to me, and I only do 3 of them per video. I was originally going to do 1 per video, and then I'm like, well, I'm getting so many, I guess let's do 3. You know, let's make the videos about 15, 20 minutes long or so. And so I kind of like that formula so far. It's working for me. 3 is kind of the limit. I don't want to sit there and do like 10 because that would just be too much. But so 3 seems to be the magic number. But again, make sure that if you have songs that you want me to listen and react to, and maybe even mention you in a video, I'll make sure you're leaving comments on that. But as always, I appreciate the support so much, you guys. You know, to have this overwhelming positive reaction means a lot to me. So it lets me know I'm doing something right. So Happy New Year. Good luck with your 2026. I hope that it showers you with all the blessings that you deserve. Have a good start to your week, and hopefully I will see you guys Wednesday. In the meantime, please take care, and remember to love yourself. Bye, guys.